Hello my dear students, today we are going to learn about soil. So this is very interesting part of our lesson. Everyone knows about the soil. Yes? Do you know soil? Yes. Soil. So what is soil? How it is formed? What are the uses of soil? What are the importance of soil? So today we are going to learn about the soil. So these many questions, whatever questions are there in your mind, we get the answers of that questions today. See, we grow, we need food. Same way plant grow in the soil. The plant require soil, yes, water and nutrients to grow. Okay? So what is soil? So soil, the uppermost layer of the earth which supports the life and provide food to all, that is called soil. This is the uppermost layer of the earth. You know there are three layers of the earth: crust, mantle, core. But that crust is the uppermost layer of the soil. But do you know how the soil is formed? Yes, we have learned the different types of rocks, but we must know how soil is also formed. So soil is formed from the rock. Soil is formed by the breakdown of rocks into the smaller pieces. And how these pieces are small, how the rock is break down into the smaller pieces. So due to the harsh condition like high temperature, low temperature, due to the wind, okay, so due to the rain, okay, so these rock break down, or rock particles break down into the smaller pieces, and then these smaller pieces again change into the fine particles and form the soil. But this process is very slow process to form the soil. It takes thousands years to form the soil. Then the small particles make the clay. Okay, when these rock break down into the smaller pieces, it's turned into the soil. So you can underline, turn into the soil, and the smallest particles make clay. Whatever the smallest particles are present in the soil, so that are clay particles. The medium size particles makes the silt, and the largest particles make the sand. See, whatever the soil particles are there, so in that soil particles, whatever the fine particles are there, that makes the clay. Whatever the medium sized particles are there, that makes the silt, and the third one, whatever the large size particles. Okay, if you consider these are the fine particles, these are medium sized particles, and these are large particles. Okay, so these are small fine particles, these are medium, and these are large particles. So one particle, whatever the small particles are there, they make the clay. Then these particles make the silt, and third one that makes the sand. Okay, so this way the particles of soil form. Now layers of soil. Can you see these pictures, friends? Okay, so this is the one picture. So by this picture you can understand the soil profile or the structure or the layers of the soil. Now see students, this is the topmost layer. Actually the soil, you can see that there are the different layers of the soil. This is the first layer, this is second layer, and this one is the third layer of the soil. So we start from the bottom, otherwise you can can start from the top. You can start from any. Okay, from top. Otherwise, we have to start from the bottom. So there are three layers. How many layers of the soil? Three layers of the soil: top soil, subsoil, and bedrock. How many layers of the soil? There are three layers of the soil. First one, top soil. Second one, subsoil, and third one, bedrock. So these are the layers of the soil, and we have to learn one by one layers of the soil briefly. Now, what is the top soil? So top soil is the dark browning color, which contains more amount of humus, because whatever dead animals, dead plants are there, that are decomposed in this soil and form a humus. Humus is a organic matter, okay, which is organic matter good for the growth of the plant, or that is called the nutrients of the plants, we can call. Now this top layer is not hard, it is soft, okay, which is very soft in nature, okay, because it contains more humus. This layer is also shelter for the small insects, okay, small insects or animals. Animals, do you know, like rat, you know, some caterpillars, earthworms. So these are living, okay, these are the living organisms, and they take the shelter, okay, of this top layer. Now second thing, that is the whatever the plants are there, okay, these plants utilize the nutrients which is present in the top layer and they grow. This layer contains very less pebbles and gravels. Only soft soil is present in this topmost layer. Okay, students? This topmost layer hold more amount of water in it, because the particle size of soil is very fine, and that is why this layer holds the water for a long time. That is why this layer is very useful for the vegetation. Now we will go to the second layer. This is the bedrock. Sorry, this is the subsoil. Now this soil, okay, this is the second layer of the soil. This layer contains very less amount of minerals, okay, and it contains pebbles, few pebbles, okay. The roots, some part of the roots present in this layer also, because this layer contains the water, okay. Next, third layer of the soil. So this is the third layer. It is also called bedrock, or the second name of bedrock is parent rock also we can call. So can you see the third layer? Now what is the difference between this subsoil and bedrock? Now you can see here only few pebbles are there, but here you can see the rock part are there, okay, pebbles or rock stones are there. So these are the rock. So third layer, that is the bedrock, is also called parent rock, because the rock is present, okay, rock is present in this layer, and this layer is very hard, and there is no vegetation here. Here we cannot find any humus or soil erosion. Sometimes the soil gets removed from the earth's surface. The wearing away of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. So what happens, students? Due to the wind and water, the outer layer of the soil, which is very soft in nature, that soil removed from one place to other surface or other place. So this wearing of soil very away of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. The uppermost layer of the soil, which is very important because it contains the humus and organic matter, yes, correct. But when this soil removed from one place to another place, so whatever the nutrients are there, minerals are there, that are also carried along with the soil. And due to these, the plants and whatever the vegetation is present in the soil, that vegetation die. Because whatever the plants are there, they require the nutrients. But if they don't get the enough amount of nutrients from the soil, so they cannot survive for long time. Same way, we learn about the soil is the shelter for the small insects and animals. So they cannot get the shelter when the soil removed from one place to another. So what are the reasons behind this soil erosion? So the simple reasons are there. See, the human beings cutting down the trees for their cutting down the trees. Cutting down the trees for various reasons, like for the construction, for sometimes we cut the trees for fuel, yes or no? Especially the village people, they cut the trees because they don't get the cylinders and stove because their economical condition is too poor. So they use the wood as a fuel. Now next thing, overgrazing of animals. Okay, so due to the overgrazing of animals also, the land directly exposed to the sunlight, and the land become, due to the sunlight, again the soil become very soft, okay, dry, and again it blown away from one place to another place with the help of wind. There also we can see the soil erosion. Next thing, it takes, now see here students, overgrazing by cattle also. So don't graze at one place. Whatever the cattle are there, you can decide the area and then according to the period you can go to that area. So you can avoid this problem. See students, soil is very important, that already we learned, and we must care about this soil. Okay students, so today we have learned about the different layers of soil, okay, then soil erosion and how the soil erosion takes place. So in next video we will see our next part of the lesson. Okay students.